Hello and welcome back to Popcorn and Blood Holes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, that's it, guys.
That's it.
Thanks for listening.
That was all the energy he had for the entire episode.
We'll see you next week. With me, as always, Luciano.
Hi,
mark?
hello.
Spencer? Question mark.
Hi. See you,
Chris?
Luciano?
Question mark.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh, there he is.
Wow, Chris, you sound different again.
Very mad.
Yeah.
You sound very matty for some
I,
reason.
I got much balder.
You sound like
You sound,
a Matt.
you sound like you have a stupid first name.
Wow.
Yeah. That's harsh.
I don't care for these accusations.
Yep.
Spencer. Like, that's a really cool name.
Yeah, well,
Speaking of cool names, we watched Monkey Man, the 2024 Charteau Copley vehicle.
Yeah, of course. That's
I mean-
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
if any movie was any more of a vehicle for someone, it's this movie for Dev Patel.
Yeah.
But no, we will.
No, it's
focusing on
Charter Copley for sure.
Charteau Copley. Dev Patel.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much I would upset him if you
Heard that?
actually wrote, directed,
Yeah.
starred in this movie? And we're like, well, this movie was a breakout for Charlton Copley. He was fantastic.
He's done nothing up until this point. Dev Patel did everything for this movie. On the tag or on the posters, it's from producer Jordan Peele. Sure, I guess. Honestly, you wouldn't necessarily know Jordan Peele was involved in this by
No.
watching it.
He footed the bill or some of it.
Yeah. Well, he also apparently, according to Dev Patel, helped him sort it out because it was kind of stuck in production. So, don't know what he did, but good job, Jordan.
I think he used his name and his money to help get this movie finished and out to markets.
That's sometimes that's very helpful. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
100%.
I want to say off the bat, off the top of the bat. We'll go with that.
Wow.
Top of the
Tip
bat.
word.
Words.
The
do they
spiked
work?
bat.
Yeah, spiked
The
bat.
spiked bat that we will not use. Just throw to the side.
The tippy top of the spiked bat. We recognize that a lot of this movie is social commentary on the state of affairs in India. However, we are certainly not qualified to talk about any of it, and we do not want to dip our toes in it and get it horribly wrong. We're here for comedy, but not that way. So we're going to sidestep all of it.
Speak for yourself, Matt. Let me
okay.
break it down.
Great,
Let me
thank
break
you.
down the little bit of the situation in India. This movie sets place in India.
It's like watching a
Back
man,
to you.
a
Back to
man
you.
slowly sink into quicksand.
No, I probably most out of the four of us was the most inept when it comes to the nuances of the Indian situation. So I like the movie It Go Bang Bang.
You could have stopped at inapt, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. That's a good place to stop it. So we're gonna do what we do best and talk about movies and not socioeconomic climates. Fair?
Yeah,
Soci-
probably
socio-
wise. Since we can't even define it, probably should not talk about it.
Socioeconomic. What's it?
Social thingies.
So movie Go Bang Bang.
The monkey go ooh.
Let's start where we normally start. What did we like about Monkey Man?
I liked Kid or Dev Patel trying to jump out the window and failing miserably. I laughed way too hard at that scene.
That's very specific.
Yes, I love that. I love this.
I
Was
find
unexpected.
usually we go really specific when the movie has very few good parts.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're like in that time in Jurassic World Dominion where
there he goes.
that one dinosaur
the
stepped
one
on
scene
that
where
one
there
guy.
was no dialogue and nothing showing.
Yeah. That one scene where they correctly used a door. No, no, this movie had a lot of good stuff. I just want to say from the beginning, this movie is very. I gotta say, shout out to Dev Patel. That guy is very. This movie is not look or feel like a first-time director or first-time writer's movie at all, and he clearly went for it. There are like crazy shots in this movie. There's a lot of like swinging for the fences, all like throughout the whole movie, and it's like
shooting.
And most of it lands shooting through the fences.
That's right.
That's baseball. That's baseball for you.
Could be.
Is it?
Good. I don't know, sports.
Sports ball is hard.
Sports ball go boom. But yeah, so there's a lot of I liked like a lot of the filmmaking process. So I'm not going to say a specific part because I usually do that for bad movies. I mean, I liked when the guy got stabbed in the head. If we're going to go specifics,
yeah, I'll take that.
when knifey goes stab.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, forget all that other stuff. So yeah, stabby facey Magoo. A1 best scene.
There you go. That's better. I gotta say I didn't really watch anything going to this movie, and because Jordan Peele was producing, I just stupidly assumed it was going to be like a horror thriller thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was very surprised, happily surprised, when it was just Dev Patel, John Wicking through the entire movie.
Yeah.
He's great. He was a really compelling action star. I was that to me, like Spencer said, Dev Patel was the best part, but just watching him act and watching him play the character and the story he went through, like it was a really fun movie. Even though I say it was like John Wick, it wasn't. It's just it's the closest corollary because it's a one man person getting revenge on all the people who fucked him over.
He even shouts it out, right? So, yeah.
But with great like John Wick, not just there's a lot of stories where one guy getting revenge, but with great choreographed fighting and gunplay kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that it was akin to that, but the story was very different. It wasn't just like you killed my dog. It was you killed my mom.
Yeah. Well, but also,
I mean,
there was no social issues going on with John Wick. He was.
What do you mean? They're talking about the plights of hotel managers and concierges.
Yeah. My bad then. I got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone lower your flags for concierge managers around the world. Dealing with entitled fucking clients.
Yeah.
It's hard out there. Matt, what did you enjoy?
I liked it a lot, actually. I thought it was a pretty rad movie. I enjoyed the brutal WWE style Indian cage matching battling fights. They were just great.
That's because of Charlton Copley, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's what we're all here for.
Did somebody say Charlton Copley?
He carried that movie on his back.
He did.
On his back. I heard he was like secondhand director and really did most of the heavy lifting.
Yeah. His scrawny heroin soaked back. But no, I dug it. I loved the texture of it. It felt like a Zack Snyder film, but was written.
What?
But good. It felt like a Zack Snyder movie, but good.
But it had stuff that was happening that made sense.
There's not a single slow motion shot in this movie. What are you talking about?
Nope.
Quotes they won't put on the box.
So
it's like a Zack Snyder movie.
How do we get Dev Patel into Rebel Moon 2?
Rebel Moon Part
He can be Santana's brother.
He's
Santana's ghost.
He's the curse of Santana. He is Santana.
There you go. He is the curse of Santana.
Yeah, if you don't get that joke, you should listen to all our podcasts.
Where it still doesn't make sense.
But context.
But at least you're there with us, not making sense.
Yeah, exactly. There's some stuff we need to talk about in this movie because it's really well done. I just have questions, and I think the biggest one is, the title of the movie is Monkey Man, and they explain Monkey Man at the beginning, which is good. But
Matt, say no more.
Okay.
Why wasn't anyone killed by a monkey? I had the
yeah.
same problem with the beekeeper. Not one bee caused death. This is flagrant false advertising. I just want to see a monkey just ripping someone's face off. If you want that, you got to watch Nope.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
They should have called that movie Monkey Man and called this movie Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, it would kind of work. At least this one could be called Nope. I see it.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele. Whoa, look at the connection. No, nobody? Jordan Peele?
No,
Directed
I mean, I thought you were making the connection,
Throw me a
especially
freaking bone here.
specifically because of that. That
No,
you
it
called
wasn't.
out your own joke.
can't-
It was
No,
sad.
I'm not that smart. It was an accidental connection.
Spence, I can't see what you're doing. Just like Jeff Healy.
Oh my god! Why? The poor guy's dead.
Every time. Every time.
He's listening
Anyways.
from beyond the grave.
We watch Monkey Man. We like
Yeah,
this
listening
movie. I don't
because
know
he can't
why.
see anything.
I don't know why we have to call back to movies from fucking 4 movies ago. Like, we enjoyed this. And my real question about Monkey Man is, they seem like they were going for, like, he had a new monkey mask at the end when he's going back to the Kings. He has this cool white mask, and we're like, oh yeah, he's gonna go be the Monkey Man and fuck them all up. And he immediately takes off his mask, and we never see it again.
Yeah, until like the very end of the movie, almost.
Literally throws it in the gutter.
I was
This
promised
mask.
a monkey killing, and that would have been close enough.
Yeah.
Imagine they
Didn't
just
get it.
imagine directing the movie that he puts on the mask and it just cuts to a real monkey killing people.
That one
Completely
like
confusing the
that one like
audience.
meme video of a chimpanzee with an AK-47.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So he was more animal than
Okay.
man.
I would have liked to have seen him dye his chest hair white too, so he just was there all blazoned white chest hair and like a white mask and just fully aping out. That'd be great. I'm just
That would've
talking
been
about my
cool.
fantasies right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I was gonna
That has nothing to do with
say,
the
where
movie.
are we going with this?
And then he kisses you forcefully.
Isn't
Yeah, that's what he
there a
does.
war for the children of the Planet of the Apes or something out now?
Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
War
not
for
what
the
the movie-
The
children.
war
That's
for
not
the
what the
children
movie
of the Planet of the Apes.
War for the children of the Apes.
That's like the 7th sequel that nobody wants to see.
children
Directed
of the
by
Apes.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, that puzzled me too. He literally walks in and he's like got this badass mask. He just struts up. He's so cool. And they're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Oh crap!" And he pulls it off and just throws it on the ground and then beats the crap out of them. Couldn't
like he
figure out
felt-
why.
It's weird to me that like I thought they were gonna make, and maybe they did, and I just am dumb and didn't catch it. But I thought they were gonna make a parallel with his story with Hanuman, right? Like the story that they tell about the Monkey Man in the
Yeah.
beginning. But I didn't see much of a parallel there at all.
Well,
Yeah,
there
you can
was
still
in
be
the
dumb,
sense. There was in the sense that like Hanuman, when he first tries to like rise up, I think he's trying to rise up against the gods. Remember, we're not experts here, so please don't hold this against us. But I think
Well,
that was
in the
what
movie-
meant by he. That's what meant
Yeah,
by when
he-
he went to fight the guy first. He got his butt kicked because that's what happens to Hanuman in his story, and then he has to go
I
back.
see it. It's
Yeah.
kind of thin though.
And
I see,
rally
you're
the
right.
people
You're right.
for the
But
war,
it's a
yeah.
little thin.
Yeah.
No, it's
I don't know
I'd
why-
say it's apt.
Well,
I don't know why
it
he
is.
didn't beat anyone with a club. That would have been great.
Yeah. Or why didn't he try to grab some mangoes or something?
Oh,
Like,
there
listen.
was plenty of mango grabbing. Let's be honest. That was like half
Yeah.
the film. That caught my
Yeah.
attention more
Grab
than
these
But he-
mangoes right here.
But he didn't. He didn't grab for
that
mangoes
is true.
at all.
That is true.
What
'Cause he
happens
knows-
in the Kings stays in the Kings.
Let me answer your question for real. I think the real answer is, Matt, one, is Dev Patel directed this movie, and probably in the script, it was like, and then he's going to wear the mask for the rest. And then he's like, I did all this training to do these fight scenes for real myself, not through stuntmen. I'm going to take this mask off because otherwise people are going to think it's just
It's a
stunt double.
stuntman.
No.
Is it-
Just have like the third guy in, rip his mask off, and you're fine.
Well,
Yeah.
It just seems weird that he took it off. Like, why'd you wear it then?
Willingly for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you imagine
why'd you wear it at all? Just to go up the elevator?
like imagine if Batman just jumped down and he's like, "Who? You know, like I'm Batman." You're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Ah, shit!" And then he just takes the mask off. He's like, "Oh, Bruce Wayne, that's who you are," and then kicks their ass because he's like, "It's personal." I don't know.
This,
I'm thinking
this
out my
happens a
ass here.
lot when like they're supposed to be wearing helmets and stuff, and like in
Yeah.
epic movies or like, even like in space movies, and they're like, nope, we paid a lot of money for that face. That face is showing. I don't give a shit if it makes sense. I think Dev Patel went the same way. It's like, no, I wrote it, I directed it, I bust my ass training. You're gonna see it's me. I think Spencer is right, which is
John
not
Wick
something
wear
I
a
say
mask?
a lot.
Does John Wick wear a mask?
John Wick's not in a movie that's called Monkey Man.
Yeah.
You don't look like a monkey.
That is fair.
John Wick wears the mask of John Wick.
That's what?
You see, we all
Think about
wear
it.
masks.
There's John Wick,
Figuratively speaking,
the loving dog owner and husband, and then there's John Wick, the mask, the master assassin.
Who is Baba Yaga?
the masker assassin.
You know what,
Baba
Spencer?
Shasi.
Let's move on.
We spent too much time on John Wick. We got to come back.
Why do I always do that to conversations?
There's another thing that just is weird, and it's not a plot point. It's a plot point, but it's not a plot hole. But the whole movie starts on this premise that the kid, that's Dev Patel's name, she just labels the kid in the credits. He orchestrates this system whereby he gets Queenie's wallet, and it goes through like 1 billion people, everybody in India.
Yeah.
And they're like casually throwing it to each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. Why? How? Like what? Like what do all these people get out of helping Dev Patel's character?
Yeah.
One solid handshake.
If that.
I mean, yeah, like that stood out to me when I watched it. I was like, okay, like they're not gonna like this wallet seems valuable, so like wouldn't they want to just keep it? And then the thing is like the money's still in it too. Wouldn't they want to check the money? The most of them are just grabbing it and like just tossing it over their shoulder to the next guy. It's like, what is this? A theft like train?
Because I thought it was like there was gonna be something really important there, like for the plot. Not just I didn't think that he was passing it to like 7 generations of people just to kind of return it to her. I was like, oh, there's something in there that is important for the plot, and he's trying to steal it or whatever. Nope, just wanted a reason to go talk to her. I was like,
you probably could have just walked in and said, "I need a job," and then she'd be like, "No,"
or like
well,
just grab it from the guy who stole it. Like there was no reason to pass it to another 12 people.
That's a missed opportunity.
He wanted to save the bus fare, and he was just like, "I'll have 40 people.
I'm gonna stay here. You bring it to me."
I just like the idea of like as that blind man's trying to get away with the wallet, he just jumps out and just pounds him into the ground in front of everyone as they stare gawking, and then it's like, "Here's your wallet."
Yeah, that would be good.
That was a missed opportunity.
That would have made more sense than the wallet disappearing and showing up like 48 hours later.
Yeah,
like,
in another
found
province.
This wallet in a different province in India.
Yeah,
you didn't take any money.
Yeah. Or he beat her up in front. He beat the guy up in front of her. So
that's what Matt was saying.
Yeah. I see
like, no, instead
saying.
it's like, no, I found your bag in Bangladesh, but I brought it back to you. It's like, what the fuck?
She's like, yeah, what? How'd you know where I was? Why don't you give it to the police?
Yeah, well.
Can't trust the police.
No.
Can't trust the police. Did you not watch this movie? Rana is in...
That's true.
That's right.
I guess Rana's in her pocket.
Rana would have snorted the whole bag.
Yeah.
This is weird too, though, because if you think about it, she has all these connections to all these types of people. If she didn't go looking for a wallet, she didn't want it. She didn't care. Like, why would she? She would have gone... Like, she would have just burned that place to the ground if that wallet was so important. Right?
Yeah, because she was complaining that the guy was there, right? She's complaining because he was like walking as if he wanted like help or like money or whatever, and then he knocks her drink and he steals the thing.
That was smooth, though.
It was, but
smooth.
I thought she was gonna, like you said, Matt, like she was gonna burn the place to the ground. No, she just waiting. Oh, maybe someone will return it to me. Yeah, it's true. It's a little contrived. I'll agree. Yeah,
I'm saying, just beat up the blind guy, and when she's like, "Why did you do that?"
In front of her,
you never saw it.
Matt,
you never saw it coming.
Matt, why are you always saying beat up the blind guy? That's like you say that every podcast.
Yeah, Matt,
it's true.
That blind guy wasn't Jeff Healy. It wasn't Jeff Healy who stole that wallet.
You got a fascination, man. You gotta work on it.
It's like my catchphrase. That's a terrible one to do, but whatever.
It is hard. It's the most horrible catchphrase.
We're getting shirts made. Just beat up the blind guy. T-shirts coming out this weekend.
The first merch from Popcorn and Black Hole.
Yeah.
Perfect.
When
in doubt, beat up the blind guy.
Our second line: down with disabled.
Wow.
Oh God.
Written by Matt in small print.
I don't. No, we're not. No. I don't want that attributed to me anywhere.
You're just saying that because you're mad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want a piece of this. So let's talk more about this movie instead and get off these T-shirts.
Before they become reality.
Before they sell out.
Before they sell out.
Wink.
Wow, don't do that. So we see in this movie, Dev Patel is fighting against the evil, corrupt everybody. Everything.
Yeah. Any more specific than that? Yeah. The evil, corrupt.
His main target initially is Captain Rana, right? Chief Rana.
Yeah.
Chief badass motherfucker.
Chief Cocaine Bear, as I've dubbed him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Based on how much he does cocaine and how much he fights. High as a kite, I assume.
Is there any point in this movie where he isn't completely stoned, like and like high as a kite? I don't think there is.
Even when he burns down the kid's village, and
he's probably high on something.
I just assume.
Yeah, you can see just how to that one dude who's on fire running behind him. He's just like, "Whoa, that's nuts!" It's just like, "Whoa, man,
whoa, dude!"
Cocaine does not do that.
That guy is on fire.
I'm tripping on cocaine. Sir, you've never done cocaine, have you? No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we assume Rana's just only cocaine. I got to assume at this point he's done everything.
That's just his drug of choice right now.
Yeah.
Cocaine is like breakfast. Like it
he
doesn't even do anything.
He cycles throughout the day.
He's got a drug regimen. It's breakfast cocaine, obviously.
Cocaine.
And there's dinner cocaine, of course.
Yeah, which is a different kind of cocaine.
But in between,
I assume
LSD for the fires.
And he
when men are on fire.
He huffs a little gas.
Some ketamine as well.
Keep it going.
To kind of,
What about second cocaine?
Only on Sundays.
That's special.
And heroinsies.
And his birthday. In his birthday, he gets second and third cocaine.
Every day is his birthday.
Yeah. Because he doesn't remember when it actually is.
Oh. I won't mention this now, but this is something interesting for later, but I'll bring it up. It's just a little tease for later.
Whoa, foreshadowing. How professional of you.
You're making new shirts?
Yeah. Whatever.
I beat up a blind man and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Listen, don't worry about that, okay?
Don't give out the gold, Luciano. Don't give out the gold for free.
So then we go from Chief Rana and we learn there's actually a greater threat. And that is Baba Shakti.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He is a new spiritual leader for India. That is recommending
Gandhi. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a cold.
We weren't talking about that. We don't know anything about that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just sneezed, Matt. Continue.
We don't know anything about that, and we're not going to talk about it. Okay. We're ignorant.
No.
And then we also have he is representing he's trying to get this guy elected in office.
Right, a really right wing.
Yeah. Anyway, we barely spent any time with that clown.
Yeah.
If the general is representation of cocaine, he is the representation of LSD.
Correct. That's basically what it comes down to.
Nice.
And so at some point, this is the one thing I didn't quite catch. When did Dev Patel decide to burn it all down?
I think when he first went into that back area,
like Kings
and saw everybody doing drugs and like sexually, like not assaulting because they're like sex workers, but
are they?
Yeah, everybody on the streets is starving and doesn't even have anything to eat or where to sleep, and meanwhile people are like throwing money away. I think that's where he was like. Initially, he tried to kill only Rana, right?
Yeah.
With the whole bleach. I still don't. We're going to talk about it, but I still don't think he put bleach there. But like he tried to lure him into the bathroom so he could shoot him, right?
Mm.
But
because he was wasting money on hookers. How dare he?
Yeah. Well,
what a horrible waste of money. Hookers and blow. Terrible.
I mean, yeah. Is that your new shirt?
Yes.
That I'd buy.
I just love that. I just love that idea of him is that he's just like a really upset conservative. He just walks in, he's like, "Oh, this."
This isn't the party of family values.
Yeah.
Disgusting waste of money. My goodness.
Actually, I think we actually missed the entire point of the movie because I think the moment where he decides to burn it all down is the moment of realization or the epiphany of the character, which is when he's actually in the temple with, I don't know the character's name, but the trans
Alpha.
Is her name Alpha?
Yeah.
Their name's Alpha. I don't think
their
they
name,
specify.
Okay. I was trying. You know what?
You got there.
It's okay. It's
we all
okay.
helped you.
Okay. Thank you. And then I think that scene, it's like they say, you're fighting for anger, but you have to fight for something more.
Yeah,
or something
you have to
along
burn
those
it down.
lines.
Yeah, you have to burn it down to make way for new life. That's what you're saying.
That's when Dev Patel's character is like realizes that he's like trying to get revenge for his one wrong, but really
Like,
the whole
I shouldn't just kill that one guy. Let's kill all of them.
basically. Well, that's when he realized that the whole system is what allowed his mom to die, and everyone else is going through these same kind of things, and he has to be like the person to fix it. Well, fix it by burning it down.
So basically, he drinks chai tree and then hallucinates.
So
Jesus
this character is a
Christ.
representation of peyote.
Giant tree.
So this is what I was referring to earlier. Can you imagine what Chief Rana would do if they put tree nuts in his face? Like if they put the tree nuts in his face?
It was Super Saiyan 3. He would go Super Saiyan 3 easy. Like
his realization, he has like a deep realization. He's like, I need to do more cocaine.
Yeah.
that's what he's like. I've had a deep spiritual realization. I have to be more evil and do more drugs.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
I have to be more evil while higher.
Yeah. That's his t-shirt. Eviler and higher.
Yeah. As he's leaving, they're like, "No, sir, you didn't pay for your parking." No, I've got it, guys. I've learned everything.
Step one.
Yeah.
Okay. No, thank you for clearing that up. That actually makes sense that the party at the temple helped clears it up for him.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
Yeah, no, that's what you said.
You weren't listening at all.
I got the gist of it. I don't know what you want from me. I took what I wanted, what I needed.
Yeah. I listened to what you said, discarded what I didn't like, and that's what I took away.
Listen, I just like the idea of Chief Rana snorting tree nuts. That's what I think we missed.
Chai tree, sir. That's what we've
Chai tree,
called
sorry.
it. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he pulls out a nut.
Was it planted next to a nun tree?
Like, come on.
Is that what you're saying?
Sir. That's ignorant.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on. Try and broaden your horizons, Luciano.
I'm trying.
Mine's just a delightfully racist play on words. You're just forcing things.
You're just being flat out disrespectful.
Yeah.
Matt, take it along. Take us away.
So like, I just before we move on to actually digging into some of the plot holes we found, was there anything that you guys found that you didn't like about this movie? Lack of monkey murder. Spencer mentioned it already.
Obviously,
that's a given, really. But like, was anything else confusing, concerning?
I mean, I wouldn't say I was confused very much. It was pretty straightforward in terms of story. I found some of the like a little bit tropey at times, but I don't think this movie was trying to rewrite the wheel. More just do it in style.
Rewrite the wheel.
Rewrite the wheel, brother.
I mean,
that your t-shirt?
If anything, they would be writing the wheel because nobody has written the wheel, but whatever. I don't think they were trying to be innovative with.
Shut up!
We moved on about it. I agree. I don't think they were trying to innovate in terms of like storytelling, but it was a well-told story. The only thing that and it's not even super bothersome, is just something that happened twice that had kind of the same effect, and I thought it was the first time it made sense, and the second time was a little bit cheap. Was when he goes to shoot Rana in the bathroom, he gets distracted and then he misses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time when he's up in the penthouse talking with Baba Shakti, he gets stabbed exactly the same way. He gets distracted by bright lights and turns to the side and gets stabbed. I was like, it would have been interesting if like Shakti tried to stab him, but it showed that he kind of evolved and he was paying attention and so on and so forth. But that's so small. That's the only really thing that bothered me. But it's very small.
I thought I understood why he couldn't why he was frozen when he was that close to Chief Rana, because like he wasn't Chief Rana wasn't like 4. Yeah, because he wasn't like 4 feet away and behind a chain link fence. You know, like if he had just been like, hang on a second, let me get a chain link fence. We're gonna put you there. I'm gonna stand a good couple of yards, and then I'll take some shots at your face. And if we can do
that's how he practiced.
we're all good.
Yeah. And his drug-fueled aura was like flowing through the air. Just too powerful.
Just so much smolder in those eyes.
He was a contact high that was overpowering him through the gun.
No, that's a fair point. Yeah, I assume it happens. Okay. Just wanted to check. Really, we're just concerned about contact high with Chief Rana.
One thing I did not like was the state of the water that he fell into when he was shot. Because, gross. That looked like he fell into a thing of lemonade. It was not pleasant at all.
Oh yeah, when he gets shot, when he was
that was lemonade.
Yeah, when he was running away from the police over the roofs, right? Yeah.
You almost died.
I was like, he's dead from an infection at this point.
Yeah, he almost died from those injuries. Sepsis. That is what you almost died from.
You know how like when they fight in the washroom, and I think at one point like the gun gets thrown in, like the toilet that has shit.
The poo bowl.
Yes.
The poo bowl?
Yes.
Yeah. I just assumed that the river was an extension of that poo bowl.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, not classy for kings. Come on, man. Like, you're paying that much?
I actually have a note that says, why was the bathroom so shitty? Like, the whole place is so nice, and the bathroom is such a fucking shithole.
In Queenie's defense, the people who work up there are too busy trying to murder the clientele.
Yeah,
and not focused on cleaning the washrooms.
Are you kidding, guys? I hate to break it to you. If you're doing if you have a party where people are handing out vials of cocaine, that bathroom is going to be a hot spot.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
The kid's busy. He should be cleaning it.
Yeah,
prop instead.
There's too many people shooting up in the bathroom, and not enough people stopping from not killing people and cleaning. So the
only shooting up that should happen in this bathroom is the shooting up of heroin.
Exactly.
That's written on the wall.
Yeah.
They got a neon sign, So
if you're gonna shoot smack.
Shoot up with smack.
Yeah.
Flashing cheap neon sign.
An arrow that points down to needles. It's fine.
Yeah, there's not even toilets in the bathroom. Just chairs. It's just chairs.
Use needles and clean needles right beside each other, and they look exactly the same. The fine print writing which one's which.
Yeah,
this will be fine.
It's fine. It's classic.
Chief Rana would be fine. He'd probably just take them all, shove them into his chest, go Super Saiyan, and just take it, try and run.
Yeah. No, Chief Rana, there's so much cocaine in his bloodstream that viruses don't survive.
No.
Yeah, that's how vaccines work, guys.
Yeah.
That's why I've gotten 45 COVID vaccines.
You know how when they talk about how drunk you are, that like your blood alcohol level is like 0.01 or 0.02.
Yeah.
Chief Rana's just 0.5 cocaine.
Not 1.5 cocaine.
Maybe.
No, he's 0.5 blood. The rest is cocaine.
There's blood in his cocaine stream, is what we're saying.
Yeah. How'd that get in here?
Jesus.
Clean that out. Let's start with some plot holes. And we've been talking about the Kings. The Kings is the high society supper club / drug den / whatever.
It's just a drug brothel, is what it is.
They have a nice kitchen. They feed food. That's a supper club.
True.
Divine
establishment.
food.
Yeah.
They even showed us how unclassy. They showed us how unclassy it can get, where it's just basically a laundry day sex orgy that they walk into in another building.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. So it's much nicer than that place.
Like the low class brothel that he walks in. Yeah. That place was nasty. Shit.
But I want to talk about Kings. Let's not worry about we'll get to the low class place maybe later. Kings. It's the kid gets his job there by stealing things. Who knows how that worked out? But he got a job, and he starts off doing the dishes and cleaning the floors.
Yeah.
and then he works his way up real fucking fast.
Oh yeah.
He can get a gun in there.
Alfonso is a bad QA, is what I'm saying.
We're gonna get down to Alfonso shortly.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry. We're gonna talk about him specifically. But he is able to figure out their high-tech security system enough to sneak a gun past everybody, sneak fireworks past everybody, whatever he needs to.
Oh no, not the fireworks.
Yeah.
Not Roman candles.
Yeah.
Which again, Chief Rana just slaps out of the way like
Doesn't
it's nothing.
care.
He's just, what is this?
Child's play.
Sir, we're under attack. He's got fireworks.
Yeah, he's got a
You have a
sparkler.
gun. Shoot him.
No, yeah.
Well, that's another thing. Like the security team, how many guns? There's like 100 security guards, and
They have one gun. They have one gun for
fucking
all
like-
of them together.
It's like enemy at the gates. When one guy gets shot with the gun, you pick it up and use it.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
shit.
when they get out, one of them gets the gun, the other one gets the ammo, and if the guy in front
Hope for
dies,
the best. Yeah, there you go. You're good
Well,
to go.
that's just straight up budgeting. It's like, why do you all need to shoot him? One bullet should kill the guy.
Yeah.
If you don't get him, the next guy will
The
get him.
next guy behind you will.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
gets one bullet, and one guy gets a gun, and you just hope for the best. But, so
They all have one bullet in their pocket.
yeah,
Yeah, they just throw
Are you
it.
armed? Yes.
Yes.
They show the bullet.
yeah.
Oh,
This is just
careful
tied
with
to
that.
this.
Whoa. Careful with that, man.
Whoa, easy,
probably
bro.
just-
Don't point that thing at me.
I feel like the problem is that every time they try to pull their guns out, Queen just comes out and says, "Hey, look at the sign. You shoot up with smack in here." Not
Yeah.
Just taps the sign.
Yeah.
Take that to the bathroom.
The sign in the main room says "Make drugs, not war."
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. Come on, we're a classy establishment.
but
Just
seriously,
hands them a syringe. We don't do that here. Now take this and get to the bathroom.
Saddle down and go shoot up in the bathroom.
no, I like that. I like that, Spencer. Like when people come in through the metal detector downstairs, they don't
Yeah.
get mad. They just like trade the gun for a heroin.
One of those vials that he
Yeah.
was distributing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an exchange program for the neighborhood. She's really trying to clean it up
That's why Rana walks through that door with every gun he owns.
all the time.
Yeah. Oops. How did that get in
I
there?
forgot about this rule again.
Let's talk about the security for real. Where is the security? He's an okay fighter, as evidenced by the underground Ultimate Underground Fighting Championships. But like, shouldn't the security have stopped him, like on his way out, after
Yes.
trying to not kill Rana? failing at
Definitely. But then
Where's the
again, that
shot,
security
beaten?
security spent I don't know a minute trying to jiggle the door lock. Like it was clearly locked. They kept.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not turning. This is so weird. I don't understand how this works.
Another guy comes. He's like, see, normally when I pull it, I would push down and it goes down and then the door opens.
Or yeah.
He's like, But this time when I push down,
Nothing
it's getting
happens.
it's getting stopped.
Yeah.
He's like, that is weird.
And the other guy goes, "Huh? What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying. At one point, it's gonna work."
Hey, bring another guard over here. He's got to see this.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, some other guy said, "Oh, maybe we should try kicking it." No, that's crazy. What?
Kicking it.
No. Yeah.
No, what I told you, when you push down, it's what opens it.
Do you think that's why Chief Rana was so frozen when he pulled the gun on him? Because he just didn't know what he was holding on him? He's like, what is that? Is that a
How do you
gun?
do cocaine off of it?
That's not that's not heroin. That's not a heroin needle.
That's not a needle. What? How? Why are you shooting with that?
I don't understand.
Lead? Oh, is that a new drug? Can I try it?
It's just snorting the barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, you pull the trigger, and I'll snort what comes out.
Yeah.
You know.
Perfect.
So the security.
Yes, right.
What we're saying is that they're not really security. They're
They're terrible.
So they're relying on the city police force to like no one would dare do anything in the Kings, and then if someone escapes, then Rana's men will just round them up.
Sounds like you had that answer already prepped, like we weren't going to answer.
yeah.
It's almost like I've done this podcast before.
I mean, that makes sense. I don't really remember. So after I remember him trying to shoot him, and then he tries to jump out the window, and then they come, and that
Stairs.
fails. He goes down
takes
the
the
stairs.
stairs.
Don't they come in shooting at him though?
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
miss.
kind of knocks the guns out, kicks their asses.
No,
literally, these guys are uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Not just that, but like when in the bathroom, he fights Rana and some other dude who keeps getting thrown into different stalls with different like shitty toilets. That poor guy.
Yeah, there was multiple shitty toilets.
Ends up dying head hitting like a stall full of shit head first.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with security. You're
What?
banned. 2 minutes timeout.
What do you mean there's nothing to do with security? Of course it
You got
does.
2 minutes timeout for.
Of course it does. But then like
knockouts.
the fight in the bathroom is kind of protracted. But then when he runs away, one punch and in each of those security guards' faces, that's all that it takes to knock them out.
Yep.
I don't understand how that works.
Like so one kick and they're going down.
So I think what they do is they have the guards without guns, and they're trained to be fighters. But the ones, they're like, we'll give all the ones that can't fight and can't take a punch guns because they can't defend themselves.
No, they also can't shoot. They all trained the same place that Monkey Man trained in the underground pit fighting, learning how to get their asses
kicked. I believe that.
And efficiently. So they all know how to just take beatings, but not actually fight in any way, shape, or form. I think I solved that right there.
I think you're right. I think.
What did you solve?
That's how
security works.
They're trained by what's his name? The South African.
Tiger.
They're trained by Tiger, and they're trained to take a beating, and that's it.
They're not trained for security. They're trained how to throw fights. That's how they train.
Yeah. Okay.
Or just take one kick in the face and die.
So how do we improve this? How can we amp it up slightly?
Arm them all with those restaurant trays that seem to kill everybody. Those really, really strong trays that like he shoves in Buddy's throat and Queenie gets hit in the face with it and dies in 2 seconds. Like that's what they should be armed with.
Immediately is one hit from that girl who isn't necessarily a fighter and she's dead.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So martial weapons.
Yeah,
also,
but mostly like trays.
Or they could have been sent to Queenie because she had a gun and she knew how to shoot it.
No.
She was the only one in that place with a gun, actually.
They could have been. That's not true. A lot of them had guns, but they were very ineffective with them. Like, they didn't really use them.
On that fight at the end, they didn't. They didn't even pull the gun.
Is the Kings in space? Is that a secret dimensional portal and they can't shoot the guns inside Kings? Because they'll all die?
Oh, because it will do decompression? I think you're onto something.
No.
We thought it was an elevator, but it was a teleporter.
Or is it like a Ghostbuster situation where they can't cross the streams?
The streams of bullets?
The bullet streams?
The bullets just happen to collide midair. There'll be a nuclear explosion.
I've seen that bathroom. They were crossing some streams in there.
They're crossing streams, all right.
They were.
There's a lot of...
different kinds of streams, I would say.
Oof.
I mean, I think to increase security, we should just up their weaponry. Like, so instead of guns, they have... Not like rocket
chainsaws?
Launchers? Chainsaws would be good. I'd like to see him try and like fight his way through chainsaws.
Listen, 20 billion years in the future or past, depending on how Rebel Moon goes, their big bad had a little cane. Can everybody have cool canes?
Can fight them with grain? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Everybody gets a pouch of grain when they come to work.
Most powerful weapon of all?
The old ways demand it. No, the cane that Atticus Noble had in the first movie. He had that.
No, I remember.
Murder cane.
Unfortunately.
I remember. I try to forget, but I couldn't.
But you won't let me.
So, like, what if, so in a guard squad, let's say it's 4 guards, right? You got like the sergeant and the 3 other. So the sergeant gets a cane,
right?
And then the other 3 guys get a bullet and some
They
grain.
get cocaine.
Cocaine? Okay, that works
too.
too.
Cane and cocaine.
Okay.
And that would be much better.
Yeah. And Michael Caine.
And Michael Caine. Yeah.
And Michael Caine.
He is the lieutenant.
Michael Caine with a bag of grain.
Yep.
And a cane. Short in cocaine. I think we solved it.
I think you went too
far. You could also just hire Patrick Swayze to teach them all how to throat punch.
Oh my god! Now we're doing too many
that's
crossovers.
That's if you want to make an army of absolute
murderers.
Give me the cooler. Yeah. That's what they were missing. They were missing a cooler.
Now, You raise a good point. Maybe they just needed some coolers.
That's you know what? He's right. No one was really trained in de-escalating the situation.
Yeah.
You know,
nobody was trained in removing people's throats with their bare hands.
Well,
Nope.
but that's only for special occasions, like when guys really need it. But Matt's right. If a guy comes in with a gun and secret fireworks to kill chief of police, if one guy's just like, "Hey, man, this isn't that kind of place."
Yeah.
Who knows what would have happened?
He comes in with the fireworks. Everybody just remain calm. They're Roman candles. You might get slightly singed. Sir.
Yeah.
They will startle you. They will startle you.
Sir?
Exactly.
Can you imagine that scene that he walks in there like ready to kick some ass and he goes, "Sir, take it outside." Well, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
And
Why are
just
your
leaves.
pants so high?
Yeah. You don't know.
Like, yeah, I think that's what it is, man. I think they just needed a cooler with really high pants, like right up to the nips.
Yeah. That gets rid of
That
Conor
solves
McGregor.
almost every problem.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Let's talk about someone who could have been a cooler if he wasn't so cool himself. Alfonso. Alfonso.
Isn't this the brightest bulb in the box?
Let me ask this a different way. Why Alfonso? Who Alfonso? How Alfonso? When Alfonso? Why Alfonso? What Alfonso?
Alfonso is an enigma, you know. He
wrapped in a mystery. Yeah.
He doesn't play by anyone's rules or any logical rules of any kind.
No.
Yeah.
He just goes where the wind's blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he starts off and he's like a dick.
Yeah.
To like
he's doing quality assurance, he says.
Yeah, he's doing quality assurance, but he's just being an asshole. And then he's like, "Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit," or whatever, like to the main guy. Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, "Hey, bet on me, bet on this fight, and I'll make you a lot of money." Sure thing.
Okay, so here's the funniest thing about that. And I gotta ask, and maybe we're gonna touch on this later, I don't know, but I just gotta put this out there. How did that conversation go exactly? Because he sits there and he goes, "Hey, bet against me, and you'll win a lot of money." Now, From what I'd seen earlier, he loses every time. So if everybody's constantly going there, his odds at losing would not be very good. It's kind of like saying, "Hey, bet on me or bet against me,
and you'll win exactly $5. How much money. No, you'll win exactly how much money you bet."
Yeah, this is a good question.
It's what a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1
for his loss. That's like you gotta bet 1,000.
It's like betting. It's like betting on the Leafs to go out in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
wow, too soon.
Bet $1,000 and you might make $5.
You will come out of here with 5 whole rupees.
Sir, it's a sure thing.
It's a sure bet. Yeah. So how much money? God, I don't know. This makes me question Alfonso even more because
yes,
he clearly couldn't have won him a lot of money.
Yeah, but he was like, but he tried. That's what he said to himself. He tried to help me, and for that, I'm going to spill all of the secrets that I know, having been working at King's for like 13 years or however long it was.
Listen, Alfonso went, "You know what? I know people, and I think that this masked man fighting in an underground fighting ring for illegal money, he's a good kid.
Yeah, he's one of the good
$5
He's
on
one
my
of the good ones."
And I'm going to trust him with every fiber of my being from here on out because he made me $5. That got me 1 vial of cocaine at the club.
Okay, fine, Spencer. I will allow that transaction happened and it made sense for Alfonso. What I don't understand is when the kid steals his souped-up vehicle. Why does he go with him?
Souped-up motorized rickshaw?
Yeah.
That was like the most ridiculous scene of the entire movie for me. That was the only part of the movie that made me go, like, realistically made me go, what?
Yeah.
Like, he just tried to murder the most powerful guy in the whole thing. The guy who's, like, just talking down to Alfonso like he owned him and could get him killed. And, like, he was clearly really afraid of him. He just tried to kill him and they're all currently shooting at him. They're shooting at this vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
And the guy, and he takes his time. He stops. He goes, "Get in!
Get in!" Yeah.
And Alfonso's like, "Yeah, okay."
This makes sense.
because he clearly thought like, okay, this is gonna be very mobile and very fast because I've seen how fast it goes. I'm gonna steal it. And Alfonso goes, yeah, it's fast. I want to go too. Okay.
Like, up to that point, he was free. He was scot free. Like no one had any idea that he was connected whatsoever.
He even had like the extra alibi of saying, no, he stole my car.
Right.
Yeah. I have nothing to do with this.
See, Alfonso has a problem, and his problem,
gambling,
is he well, obviously,
he's really bad at it. Is his problem?
He just can't say no. Like he just goes with the flow. You know, so when someone walks in, they're like, "Hey, you want to go to the bar later tonight?" He's like, "Yeah." Hey, you want to go do some drugs tonight? Yeah. Hey, you want to jump into this car that's about to get exploded? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing? Like even when he got into the car, it wasn't like he was like,
wait, what?
It wasn't even like he was like you got to let's get out of here. He was like, you're an idiot. What are you doing now? They're after you. He immediately regretted his decision.
Why did you have to steal my car? It's like, why did you have to get back in?
It's like by him stealing his car, he was legally obligated to get in with him.
Yeah.
He's so used to being in that car that if someone suggests that he come in, he has to come in.
But it was also confusing. Why did Monkey Man even ask him to get in the car? Like why he stopped while under fire to get in?
What was his plans for Alphonse? Or they were going to like go on a gambling thing where they just win tens of dollars?
What were his plans anyway?
Like we're going to go win tens of dollars. We are the Jonte Porter of India.
Go back a little bit. Let's say he managed to kill Rana in the bathroom. Then what?
Hey, Luciano, can you weave this back around to
Shut the hell
Alfonso?
Up.
No. Okay, fine, I will. Yeah, no, I
Luciano's acting like a real Alfonso right now.
I am. I apologize. Okay.
Get out of the car. Okay. Get out of the car, Luciano.
Yeah, no, I also don't understand why he spilled all of the beans when the first time he brought Monkey Man up there, like the kid up there. He's just like, okay, so that is the chief of police, that is the mayor, that is the queen, that is like that.
He went from doing the worst job in the Kings to being
knowing every secret.
Everything.
Yeah.
He's like, there's where they do the drugs. That's where they do the thing. There's the dog that can bring you a gun in if you need one.
Yeah.
There's the security codes in case you need like bring in later to kill the guy. Queenie's susceptible to metal sheets.
Yeah. That's where you can find the tray that can kill people.
That's where the goats are that I allegedly am fucking. Not actually, just allegedly.
Yeah.
That's where the shoes are that are for stabbing. I mean, yeah, he lays it out for him pretty like almost immediately. He's like, "Welcome to the job. Welcome to your first day.
Yeah, welcome to. Here's all the secrets that we have.
Now come into the boss's room while she opens her secret cabinets."
Yeah. No, but she made him turn around.
Oh well, come on.
That's not Alfonso's fault.
No, it's not.
How do we improve Alfonso or like make his descent into madness more believable?
He needs to go through those like security trainings that we go through in our companies.
Like
like the videos and he needs to go through those.
Okay.
You do?
This is what a phishing attack is.
You say like what you guys do at your companies?
Yeah. What do you do at your company?
Pornhub?
No. That's your company?
I wish I worked at Pornhub.
Wow.
Wait.
Oh, I bet their bathrooms are far more immaculate.
I think they're prepared, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I would focus. I would have liked it if he was just like an agent of chaos from the beginning, like
just to see the world burn.
Yeah, like he liked watching just shit go awry in the bar and in the club.
That's the best ending. He turns out to be Kaiser Soze. He just walks away.
Jesus.
I'm Baba Shakti. He's the real Baba Shakti.
Yeah. And this whole time I've just been reading off the wall. What?
It's like, so he thinks he's in a different movie.
Yeah.
That'd be believable, actually.
Yeah.
That was his whole point entirely, just to get him to kill all of his rivals. So now he can take over.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't do cocaine.
Yeah, it's true.
But then he failed in that mission because he did so much cocaine.
They forgot. Sorry, what was I saying? You want to do some cocaine?
Okay, all right.
But
He failed a urine test later on.
I do think like because they kind of the big issue with Alfonso is like his character is like, is he a dick? Is he his nice friend? Is he someone who wants to take down the whole system? Does he like the system because it's giving him power? Like he kind of does all of the above.
Did he also remind him of his mom? Sexually?
It seemed like he wanted, like he felt like he was rubbing, elbows with the rich and the powerful, and so he felt like it was part of it. And it seemed like Queenie trusted him, right? Like she tossed him like a giant bag of money at one point.
Sure.
Go buy this.
Let's be honest though, her hiring standards are terrible. Like she brings in an assassin, she's got him and basically an entire group of blind stormtroopers with no hand-eye coordination.
True. That is true. She hired good cooks though, apparently.
I want to hire you for security. Can you take a punch? Not at all.
Absolutely not.
How many fingers am I holding up?
No, but if we, I mean, I think the thing with Alfonso is either you have him come up and he helps him and shows him the better jobs and gets him up, and then we just drop him, like we don't talk about it again. But why we take him in the moped out the door? Because he shows up like one other time, right? It's just like he's like hiding in plain sight in a random bar.
Yeah.
But is he come up any other time?
Yeah, he comes at the end when Monkey Man's fighting
and
everybody and wins. He's like nodding as if he had anything to do with it. Like,
he's basically
you're welcome.
He's basically Indian Rob Schneider. He's Indian Rob Schneider, who's like, you can do it.
Yeah. The hair does match, so I believe.
Yeah, it's true. So, the height too.
No. He serves no other purpose.
I won't stand for this Rob Schneider slander. No, I'm just joking. Rob Schneider's a piece of shit, so.
Yeah, it's not great. All right, no, I think we've answered Alfonso. That's really the plot holes we saw. There weren't major ones, obviously, but there were some
pretty tight movie, except for a couple small like head scratchers. I'd call them.
Dev Patel just doesn't know how security works. I guess that's
that's like the big thing, right? Like the security. The problem. The main issue is like he fights in this underground club, so you can like believe, okay, he beat the shit out of these guys. But it's not like John Wick, where John Wick is like the best trained assassin with guns and can beat anyone. So whenever a gun comes in, you're like, wait, how did he learn how to like block a gun and like kick the guns and avoid gunfire so well?
It's not a plot hole, but it's something that I thought was a little bit contrived. Is like he learns how to fight multiple people by punching a bag of rice in a rhythm, and then suddenly he knows
a bag of rice has 100,000 grains, and that's way more than a couple people.
He was fighting each individual grain.
Yeah,
the most powerful weapon right there.
He's
Trunks and grain.
Oh boy, no, we're not going back there. I told you I'm trying to forget it. You guys won't let me. Yeah, but like that's like the thing, right? He's not like gun trained. So I mean, I think it would have made one thing that would have cleared this movie a lot up is if there. Well, but that's what I mean. I think this movie would have been like a lot more effective if it was like, we don't allow guns on the floor.
Yeah. Something.
It's too high risk, because if
Roman candles are okay, but no guns. Yeah.
But like, because if one angry security guard with a gun and could take out the top.
Yeah, actually, that would have been good. Yeah,
like just have something like that, and then it's like, okay.
Like I said, Queenie, he's sitting there. He's like, "Can you take a punch? No. Can you see how many fingers I'm holding up? No, I can't see anything. You're hired, Mr. Healy." That's basically how it goes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You know what, Spencer? You deserve that.
He's the head of security.
You deserve that because we asked this question and then we finished it and then we moved on to Alfonso and somehow you brought us back here.
Oh, sorry.
So the least that we could do was have Jeff Healy pop out of nowhere. God damn it.
As he does.
As he does. To himself, honestly.
Go back to the grave, Jeff Healy. You're drunk.
He never sees himself coming.
No, he scares himself all the time.
Oh.
Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff Healy's fan.
Poor guy. Has done nothing
It's weird
wrong.
because they're
He's getting
Jeff Healy's
bodied
family.
in every
It's
episode.
their only listeners.
That's it.
They're big fans. It's, the
Big
weirdest, it's weird that we just keep going back to that.
Let's ask some different questions that hopefully don't involve Jeff Healy.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Right.
good luck.
Hey, question. So, the first attempt on Chief Rana's life, it looks, depending on who you are and what you saw, like he either got a little bleach in with the cocaine or a little cocaine in with all that bleach. I'm just wondering how come all that powder didn't kill him outright, especially if it's bleach.
Maybe it's like a Bane thing where he's like just snorts it and then grabs the whole thing container, just downs it and says, "I was born."
Oh
in
man,
this."
can you imagine?
It's
Can you imagine if he took like a sniff on that whole thing and he went, "I'm going to break you"? I would have loved to see that. I don't know why he had rolled R's, but he did now.
That's fair.
How did he survive that? I think at some
I
point
asked
during
why it
his
didn't kill him technically, but you
Well,
answer
yeah.
your own question.
What the fuck? How did
Yeah,
he survive
Luciano,
or
that's-
not get killed? Those are
No,
two
no.
very different questions.
Luciano, you're not making any sense. That wasn't the question.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How did he not die? Is that what? No,
Totally.
sorry. How? Why was he not killed? That
thank
was
you.
the question. Okay.
Yeah.
I think during his long and upstanding career as a coke snorter, at some point he had his entire respiratory system replaced with lead pipes. That's how. That's how.
Okay.
I don't think
Just
that would
'cause
stop.
it's-
Even if your nostrils were metal, it's still going into your body. But
what
it's not
about
just the
when
bleach
it
doesn't
hits
just
your
go into
stomach?
your nose. You know when you do cocaine, it doesn't just go into your nose.
He absorbs it within the first 3 millimeters of his nose. That's how efficient he is.
His pipe nose.
His pipe nose. Yes.
Okay.
His nose pipe.
There's no wrong answers.
His nose crack pipe.
I'm sure there
that
are
one
a
is.
few wrong answers.
The yes and space is very collaborative.
Okay. I
Does
see.
anybody want to yes and give a completely different answer? Perhaps?
Yes, and I disagree because it's wrong. No, I think that clearly he was a big drug man, and he probably busted a lot of cases with people who have cocaine, and sometimes you might think that the what's in the bleach container is actually cocaine, and there's only one way to test it to make sure they're not smuggling.
Oh,
Snort it all.
So you have to snort
he built up a
Well,
immunity or tolerance.
at first he would do like a little bit, he'd be because if this is bleach, it would be really bad if I did a lot. So I'm just going
Right.
to take a little taste. And then he started putting in his gums. He's like, "Ooh, that get a nice little sting on there." Yeah.
but my gums are clean.
Yeah, but I feel my teeth are looking good. And then
They're falling off, but they look amazing.
And then what happens naturally? You start when you're cleaning your clothes, you just see it there. Put
What
a
if I
little on
take
my gums, a little behind the ears.
So on my eyes.
I want you're a little high on bleach, then it just looks like cocaine. And,
There's no
Yeah.
just doing a little bleach.
fair.
Once you do it, you're in.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They call it riding the sting.
Yeah.
You ever ride the sting?
Getting high and clean at the same time.
Yeah. It's time. You've done so much drugs. It's time to clean up. Snort this.
Yeah.
Is that bleach?
Yes.
I said, shut up and snort this.
You'll be clean as a whistle. And high as a whistle.
Okay. No, I think there's no further questions there. That is self-explanatory.
No, obviously.
Obviously. Hey, different question. Our boy Tiger,
Oh yeah.
Hey, main character of this movie.
main character movie. How? I don't know why they missed this, but I want to know how he ended up running Underground Ultimate Fighting Championships.
Well, his name is Raina White.
Oh no.
Sorry, Tiger's name is Rana, right?
Yeah.
But I thought his name was Tiger.
No.
No, that's his nom de guerre.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, of
Thank you.
course. And under the Underground Fighting Championship.
U2FC Ultimate Underground Fighting Championship.
Okay. And
Wait, what does Bono have to do with this?
Everything. You just let Spencer explain the story, and then you'll fucking know.
All right, fine. I'm
Well,
sorry.
he tried to start it in America first, but there was already a UFC there.
Right.
Coincidentally, by another person with the name similar to his. So he thought, I'm going to get sued into oblivion here. I got to take my talents to South Beach.
Yeah, he does look like a guy who cares about the law, so it's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He wanted to do it by the book. You know,
He's like,
he wanted.
where will I find a place that has money that's worth less than what I'm earning here? That kind of thing.
Yeah. I want him to earn less on every dollar.
Because he is a businessman first and foremost.
First and foremost, he's
not a good businessman. A great.
I never said good. I just said businessman.
He's a great businessman. Let's be honest.
Let's just say he doesn't do it for the money.
Yeah, he's not a great businessman. He's a great man who does business.
I
like that.
And then he brought his talents to wherever this movie's set.
Did you watch it?
No, I know, but I don't know the town.
The town doesn't actually exist.
Or the country.
It's a fictitious town. It's India. They say it a bunch of times.
So they say.
So they say India.
Put that out on the map,
that's
please.
your name.
If that's the magic world of India, where you could bet on fighting, and sounds magical.
Bet on fighting that is clearly fixed.
Yeah. Yes, Matt.
I was just gonna say one thing here. I picture people in that audience literally being like, "Hey, I think the Monkey Man is due," and then just losing their shirts.
Like people who bet on the against the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes. Yeah, it's like no, this time he's gonna win. I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Look at the odds. 10,000 to 1.
Spencer, I have a question for you. Do you think when people ask Chief Rana a question, this is how his brain works? Where you ask a question about how did Tiger become in charge of U2FC, and then all of a sudden we're lost on like people betting on Monkey Man?
Yeah.
I imagine that his brain is far more organized than whatever this is.
Okay.
I don't know what drug-fueled dream these conversations are, but it's all of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. So Tiger.
So yeah, Tiger basically he got his business degree. He he went through his got his full MBA, graduated with honors. Got into a prestigious job working with Apple computers. Obviously, was making big money. And then he saw his real passion. Men wearing masks, fighting to the death.
Okay. No one dies.
The fake death.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, no, not yet. That's his dream. That's what
let him cook.
That's what got him into the business. He was watching he was on the dark web.
One day someone will die.
Well, he was on the dark web looking for people dying via fist fight, as one does. And he thought, This is beautiful, but this needs animal masks and silly names, and I'm the man to give it.
Extremely
and a personal touch. It needs a personal touch.
It needs a little showmanship.
Yeah.
It needs a little marketing. And I built Apple. I can do this.
It also needs. Yeah.
I built Apple computers. I can do this.
Steve Jobs.
I mean, that's the twist.
So Steve Jobs isn't dead. He's
no.
Okay. He's just in India running an underground fighting ring
with a South African accent.
Did you guys not get that from the movie?
The thickest South African accent
that was
you
a
have
given.
ever heard.
I always imagined Tiger started his career. He didn't want to do this originally, but then he met a young, I guess it's a kid when he was a kid, and he was like, fighting like a monkey, trying to do things, but was terrible at it. And he just was getting beaten up all the time. And he was like, "Wow, kid, you're awful at this. Do you want to go pro?" And he's like, "You're going to teach me to fight?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to make you professionally bad." And he's like, "Okay, that sounds like a good way to make money."
It's the same school of thought as Queenie hiring security guards.
Yeah. Will you make money doing it? No,
I didn't understand.
Likely.
I didn't understand if he wanted him to he wanted him to lose, but then he got mad at him for losing.
for not losing the right
not
way.
selling it. Yeah, not
was
selling
not,
that mean?
He was not losing the right way.
Hey man, I didn't ask why Tiger doesn't like how Monkey Man loses. I asked how he ended up running.
And I told you, Steve Jobs died.
He's Steve
and
Jobs.
faked his death so he could move to India and run a fighting ring.
Tigers are fruitarian. I got it. That's fine. We'll move on to the next question.
That'll drive anyone mad.
I always thought he was like a Obi-Wan to the Monkey Man there, and he was in on it the whole time, and that's what the whole boxing ring was to
Sorry,
set
the
up.
kid is Steve Wozniak. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was saying.
I was going for more Star Wars. I didn't know that
Star Wars.
Star Wars. That's how he started his career on Star Wars.
Yeah.
That was my
started an Apple store.
That was my South African.
Star Wars is the much less engaging story of stores fighting each other.
That's fine. Let's move on to the next question. Anyways, this is going to segue.
God,
as we're going to get.
I can't ramble about fucking Steve Jobs anymore.
The Ultimate Fighting Championship, there are a number of like animal personas that fight. We have Monkey Man, King Cobra. Is there just the Beast at one point? Like
something like that.
It's not specified.
And there's one more that isn't an animal for whatever reason.
But what I want to know is, skinny. So maybe that's yours. I want to know what your persona would be if you were to fight either in Star Wars or in the Ultimate Underground Fighting Championship. You pick which fight banner you work under.
Or the Star Wars.
In this corner we have 7-Eleven. And in this corner we have Sears.
Wow, that one's dead on.
You never know. You know that's a tough. I know it's who saw that matchup coming.
I would definitely be a JCPenney.
I think you should combine the two and just go for Zeddy. You could fight for Zellers or as a bear.
Or as a bear?
Yeah.
I love, of course. It's right there all along.
How did we miss it?
Would the animals be specific to India, though, that we had to pick, or no?
No.
I mean, you do what you need to do.
So this is, what are the other animal fighters?
Well, would you? No, you're fighting. You get hired by Steve Jobs to fight in the Ultimate Underground Fighting Championships. What's your persona? You can't be the Monkey Man. You can't be the Beast or King Cobra. But the Rhino.
The Rhino. That's pretty.
Are we
boring?
Are we just like crossing over here?
No. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I'd be the enraged.
Maybe.
I'd be the enraged elephant.
Engorged elephant? Sorry,
engorged elephant. That's what I said. I'm getting so engorged.
Okay.
It's time for my special attack.
Yeah.
Great. That's Spencer's. Who else is going?
Good luck following that, boys.
Yeah.
What other animals could we be that are equally engorged? Like
no. I've tapped the engorged market. You do. You're on a boat in the ocean.
It needs to be alliterated because King Cobra, Monkey Man, Engorged Elephant.
Elephant.
Yeah.
like a Randy Rhino.
How about Randy Rhino is a good one.
Great.
Randy Rhino. It's not bad.
Randy
You don't want to find that guy.
Randy with an eye with a heart over the eye.
Yeah.
The ravishing Rick Rude rhinoceros.
No, you already struck gold. You got Randy with the eye.
The high hippo, which is just Rana fighting, basically.
Make your own character. Rana's
already so that's taken. It's Rana.
Cocaine Bear.
I don't know.
You gotta dig deep.
Yeah. That would be the. I don't know.
The sex addict snake.
Sure.
I don't know why all our animals are.
I don't know why
sexual predators.
Yeah.
What kind of operation are you running, Steve Jobs?
I got it. I'm the tumescent toucan. There.
What's tumescent?
It's the same as engorged.
You know what? No one's going to cheer
what are
for
you,
you. They'll be
Harvard
"What is
law
this?"
student over here?
I don't want anybody to cheer.
No,
this
I've
is the
got
place
this.
where you go to lose.
You're a sexual predator panther.
No, that doesn't
sexual
alliterate.
predator panda.
Yeah.
Panda. Pedo panda? No, maybe let's not go there.
Pedo panda. Everyone cheers against that guy. Nobody wants to bet on him. He's such a
Even
huge...
when Monkey Man fights
Yeah,
Peter Panda.
fuck that guy.
You want to bet on Monkey Man or Pedo Panda? They're like, ooh.
If Monkey Man loses, we beat Pedo Panda down ourselves.
the only fighter gets bet on less than Monkey Man.
I feel like his finishing move would be the rear naked choke.
No.
No.
For
Please,
mine.
let's go away. No,
Moving on.
We need to move on.
Moving on. We're distancing
God.
ourselves from that. Hey, why should you hire Queenie as your life coach?
Oh, just the words of wisdom. Really. Like
Some
What are some of her lines? Can you remind me some of her wives?
her wives. I
Wives
don't know if she
were-
had wives.
Shut it,
So
pedo panda.
I think I'm too mess and too kind. I don't know what you're talking about. My favorite of hers is when I think she's talking to Alfonso, and she says, "I need you to learn some manners, you inbred little goat fucker." Just right there,
yeah.
Yep.
just right
Solid.
there.
That's
Or when she's talking to the kitchen and she says, "If you fuck up, I'm gonna fuck your happiness."
yes, that's great. If someone said that to me, that would motivate the shit out of me.
And she does compliment them right after that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I liked about her. It would be such a trope to have her just be like so shitty to everybody.
Yeah.
Like she's saying to them, she's like, if you fuck it up, I'll fuck your happiness. If you don't fuck this, these are the biggest people in the world, will fuck you. And then she's like, let me try that food. She tries it. And so you think she's going to be like,
brilliant.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And she goes,
Yeah.
divine.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I just imagine that chef feels so
That's
good.
why, Matt. She's like, her way is tough love, and it works. That's
Tears
why.
you down to build you back up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
And if,
In her image.
and you know that if you get that compliment, she means it. She's
Yeah.
not going to sugarcoat it.
No.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
No.
you're getting
True.
legit. You did something good if you're getting that.
Okay.
That's what I need. I don't need to be sugarcoated.
Yeah, he needs to be called an inbred goat fucker. That's what he
Yeah.
needs. Yeah.
And then I'll do what you want.
It's true. I have on several occasions when I've been at your house and your wife says, "Do the dishes, or I'll fuck your happiness." I've heard
Yeah.
that. So
It works, right?
And, I,
It
and
works.
then I say, yes, mommy.
Jesus Christ.
it's a loving relationship.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah. I don't.
I'm just
This is-
imagining when the monkey mask is going to come into this.
Problem is when it comes off, not when
Yeah.
it comes in.
Or in that scenario, is Matt wearing the monkey mask?
Matt's wearing the mask going, did you bow? Did you bow?
No, Matt's wearing the engorged elephant mask at that point.
Okay. No. It only comes out for special occasions.
Oh, I see. It's not for
Moving
just for
on.
any Tuesday. Okay.
Moving on. We should talk about this. Baba Shakti. Baba Shakti is spiritual. Baba Shakti is supposed to be a man of the people. Baba Shakti has knives, spikes
Yes.
in his sandals.
Yes.
What else? There is. It's very sharp. Sharp enough to go into your skull, as it turns out. What else do you think? What else was a hidden weapon of Baba Shakti? Because he wasn't just, if he's going to be attacked, he's got to cover himself, right? So, are there other items?
weaponized things.
Other weaponized things on him? Yeah, besides the stabby sandals.
Well, he's got the robes. I think those are in line with garrote wires that he can
Yep.
pull out like a thread.
Also had like almost infinite garrots.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
his thread count was like over 1,000.
His thread count
Yeah.
is over 1,000.
Egyptian garage sheets.
Yeah. It's not Egyptian cotton, it's Egyptian garrots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Makes sense.
It's actually pretty cool. I kind of want to see that in the movie.
Yeah. Just
It's
pulling
kind of
one
a
out.
good
yeah.
idea. Just like
Yeah.
pulling it right out of the fabric. He's like, this thread count's gonna be a dead count.
Oh no.
Over 1,000.
Why did you have to fuck it up?
I just
It was okay.
What else is Derek?
What else does he have? Does he wear something on his head? I feel like he has Did he have jewelry?
I was trying to think.
Picture
I
him.
think he has wooden beads on that he wears.
Yep.
Oh,
They could be. He could have those as those nuts from the tree because he was also a warrior, and it ties him back to the other ones. So
Chai
it's like a
nuts
dark
is
version.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Those are chai
He's got the
nuts.
chai nuts, and he could
So he
throw
can,
them
like-
in your face,
Or do squish it and then blow it in your face like a weapon,
Yeah.
like a bioweapon.
like Mysterio, so that you just start tripping massive balls while he tries to fight you.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm over here,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, or I'm over here.
What? Spider-Man.
I would assume that all of those have been used up by Chief Rana over the
Oh
years.
wait, yeah. The
Baba Shakti has no idea.
And
the
replace
first
it.
time they met, like every time they meet, he goes, "Where the fuck are my beads?"
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
he tries.
I don't know.
So he goes to use the beads, and they're just empty balls. He's just got nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
what about the buttons of the robe? Those could be weapons too.
what about
like-
a spiky bat
What?
hidden in his?
His spiky
Hidden in his-
bat.
Where?
His hair. His
a
hair
hidden
is
cane.
actually a bat. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's a butt plug. He pulls it out, and it just is there. There's no rhyme or reason for that.
Jesus
It's not, even
Christ.
it's not even a weapon. It's just there.
I just really
there.
wanted that weapon to be used, and nobody used it. It just swung around, limp, and just fell to the ground.
What are we talking about now? His dick?
No, no, we're referring to
Also
spiky
a
bat.
weapon. A weapon he calls the engorged elephant.
Yeah. The spiky
I mean-
bat that was in the last fight that the guy in the boxing ring that.
Right.
use.
Yeah,
It's just
the
sad.
engaged
Why
elephant.
bring
I
it
got
out there
I
if
got
you're not gonna use
That's
it?
fair. Foreshadowing. Okay.
That's the opposite of what it was.
Yeah.
Back shadows.
Half shadowing.
Backlighting.
Backlight. It's hard to say. Okay. No, I think he wasn't wearing much, so I think we covered everything he was wearing or
He wasn't wearing much.
stuffed in him.
His hair was also garrote wires. He's just all
No,
garrote
it was a bat. His hair was a bat. It was
Yeah,
a
we
trained
covered that. His
bat.
hair was a bat.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. One last question. At the end of the movie, when the kid stabs Baba Shakti in the head with the spikes, he then kind of looks at the painting behind him and he collapses. So we're kind of left to, did he die? Did he not die? What's happening? I want to know 20 minutes later, what's happening to the kid, everything.
Okay.
I think naturally the cops come.
They do?
Yep. They come and they come on the scene. It's just like a separate team. It's like a detective and they come out and they're like, woo, woo, woo. They pull up. It's like a whole, they come in, they walk in and they see the Baba Shakti and the kid on the ground dead. And they go, God damn it, it happened again.
Yeah.
Another horrible footwear related accident. It's the fourth one this week. Stabbed 40 times.
I thought you
fell
were
in
going
his
to
shoe
say,
40
oh,
times."
fuck, someone killed Baba Shakti again.
No.
Yeah.
Another
That's what I
footwear
thought you were
related
gonna-
accidents. He fell on his shoes 40 times. And then again on his face.
Again on his face. I think
They come in and
hold
go,
on.
this is clearly a suicide.
Yeah.
Just-
I don't think he dies. I think he goes and he's about to pass out, and as he's looking at the portrait, his vision blurs out, and then when it comes back, he sees a mysterious man with very flowing hair and a voice that sounds oddly familiar. And he says, "Don't worry, we're going to see Nikki." And then he goes out, he passes out. When he wakes up, he's in the back seat of the little car, and it's Alphonse driving him away, right? And then he's like, "No."
okay.
That might come up later. But yeah,
No, but good idea.
you kind of gave me a great twist there. But anyway,
No.
so Alphonse just basically takes him out and he says, "Where are we going?" And he's like, "We're going to our destiny." And then they become like a buddy cop thing. The kid, the monkey, and the fawns. And that's it. That's how it ends.
That was going
Solve
to
crimes.
It was going well, and then it just whimpered out.
Well, I mean, we were going to show it to a few audiences, but Jeff Healy just said he couldn't see anything. So.
Well, don't you try to use Jeff Healy to get out of this.
You can't use that to get out of every joke that doesn't land. You're like, God damn it, I can and I will.
Oh, you gotta stick with what you know. What can I say?
Only Jeff Healy could see the shit you're saying right now.
Oh, that's okay.
Too far. Luciano, you took it too far.
I took it too far.
Yeah.
I do think it would be fun to see Alphonse come by and then, like, you know, he pulls off his leg and he's got, like, a much bigger leg. And then he's just, like...
A bigger leg under his leg?
Yeah.
But just one. That's one really long leg.
That's called his penis. That's his penis.
So he still has a limp, but it's on the other side. Because his other leg is so big.
Yeah.
And then they go off and they solve mysteries together.
Mm-hmm.
Or fight crime.
Love it. No, we're done.
Or drink the lemonade water, whatever. You know, whatever floats their boat.
I'll do it. Luciano, what do you think happens?
I was gonna bring Alphonse into this too, but I was gonna bring him as sort of like a mastermind behind the whole thing. Like he orchestrated the whole thing. He was just
Where did the Kaiser Soze thing at the beginning of the fucking show? Like, what's happening here?
Well, I don't know.
Get a new idea.
I told you, he read it on the walls.
Yeah.
Killed by shoe was written on the back of the bar.
What happens? The kid dies. The end.
Great. Yep, that makes sense. End of podcast.
I'm not gonna. You know what, Luciano? Usually I'm against you, but I do think it was inferred that he died. But
yeah, I thought so too. I thought he was like he fulfilled his mission or whatever, and he's dead.
Maybe Alphonse is like, I don't want you to die. So he takes him into the bathroom and splashes him in the toilets with the shitty water. And he's like, stop. And he's like, those will almost kill you. And I don't know where I'm going with this.
What if Alfonso and the kid were a dyad and Alfonso was able to
shut up. Fuck you.
The force?
Fuck you.
No, listen. I told you. This whole thing was a big guerrilla marketing campaign for the new Nike Stabby flip-flops coming out July 2025.
I like that you threw in Gorilla there.
Why Nikes?
I don't know. I can name another shoe company. I dare you.
Reebok. Adidas.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
New Balance Stabby flip flops.
Don't you sell insoles? Like, don't you know about shoes?
Yeah. Shouldn't you know this better than we do?
What's a foot? Good night,
What's
everybody.
A foot? Brought to you by Doc Walks.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's rank this movie and get the hell out of here. We watched The Monkey Man, the Dev Patel vehicle, and I want to know what you thought about it. What do you mean?
Wasn't it the Charlotte Cole?
Everybody knows that. I'm just trying to give Dev Patel a little love. He needs it.
Throw him a little rope.
in this too?
Well, after the Green Knight, he needs a glow up.
Yeah, fucking hell, he does.
We use the S tier ranking system, which you all know and love. S is the highest, F is the lowest, F is from Morbius is the basement. Randomly picking Matt, what did you think of this movie?
Joking aside, I thought the movie was pretty rad. I liked it. I like that there's a lot of references to John Wick, but I don't think the pacing was the same as John Wick. This one certainly had a little bit more of that sort of slower burn than I expected. There wasn't as much chaotic fighting as you would have expected. When it came, it was good, but like, you know. I dug it. I dug it pretty good. I thought the movie was pretty rad. I want to give it an S, but I got to take it down at least a couple points because he did not keep that Monkey Man mask on. Like, you took all that time to just dip it in that bleach and you were like, look at this now white mask. I am fully the Monkey Man. And then you took it off like before you even got into the camera shot. So I was like, that's pointless. So it loses some points there. But other than that, I would say it's a solid, I don't know, B+, I would say. B+, almost an A.
It's either B or an A, man. Don't make this hard.
Pluses.
I can't do any plus.
No.
It's a B.
All right.
Great job.
I would say. Plus a lack of Monkey Man mask. I don't know.
Great.
You're doing so good.
Spencer, what do you think?
Well, I said this at the beginning. This movie is very well made. Matt props, Dev Patel, first time director. He's very, very good. Good showing. This movie was very good all around. Like I like Matt. I didn't know much about this movie going in. I thought it was like I heard it was like John Wick, but like in India, different culture.
Oh my god,
that's what was told to me.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. But it wasn't. It was a lot more than that. I actually think the story and like the themes are much deeper than John Wick's. Like I feel like it has something to say. And even though I didn't really grasp all the social commentary stuff, like I respect that it's trying to say something bigger, which I think elevates movies. So I'm going to give this movie an A because it honestly doesn't have many flaws. It was really good. There's like no weak points. The only reason it's not an S is because there's also no like incredible parts. It's just like really good, well done with like just solid.
No monkey killing. That's why.
No monkey killings. Oh, you're right. Fuck, I forgot about that. It's a D for me.
All right. D for Spencer. Luciano, what do you got?
I agree with most of what Matt and Spencer said. Like I also like that Dev Patel is using, the fact that he has, his fame and all that to kind of bring up the social commentary stuff. Obviously, I'm not an expert in any of it, but there's some stuff is pretty straightforward to understand if you just search the news about that kind of stuff. But overall, it was well made. It was fun. Not a whole lot of things like that were bad. Just some baffling things, but nothing that ruins the movie or anything. The only thing that brings it down for me from like an A to a B, which is what I'm giving it, is I don't think it's very rewatchable. I don't think I would watch it again.
You're so obsessed with rewatchability.
Well, yeah, it's important, but it is a solid movie. It's a good movie. I don't regret watching it, and I think, as you said, Spencer, like for a first movie, directing and writing, that's amazing.
Yeah,
people that have written and directed many movies, Zack Snyder, that can't even get it right, and he got it really well the first time. So.
Yeah,
it's a B for me.
Yeah, that's why, you know what? I don't care what people call you. You're not a pedo panda. You're okay.
Nobody calls me that.
Wow. Okay, I'll follow that somehow.
Good luck.
Yeah. No, the movie was really surprising. It was really fun to watch. I had a good time with it. That Patel was certainly an engaging lead actor in this role. He did a great job. He did a really good job of making this seem like an actual guy who was out to get vengeance on his family being killed and the things happening around him. And John Wick is like this extra supernatural character that drifts through killing people
and rolling downstairs forever.
The kid just seemed like a guy who like kind of halfway figured shit out, but kind of was just flying by the seat of his pants. And that made it fun in many respects. So I had a good time with it. I would say I would give it a B too. I think I had a really good time with it. A lot of fun. Yeah. B's good. Normalize B being good. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I agree. B isn't bad at all. I agree.
Yeah. All right. So that is our reviews. And now we must discuss the next movie.
Which, by the tone of your voice, doesn't seem like you remember what it is.
No, what are you talking about? I know what we're watching next. We are finally watching. Well, I guess it's taken a long time to get to. We'll call it home video, for the lack of a better term. Have you all heard of Dune 2?
Ooh.
Yeah.
The second one, not the first one.
Well,
I know what I'm doing.
Actually, it's the third one because the first one is the David Lynch one, but let's not go there.
That's not how.
That's not how things work.
David Lynch one isn't a prequel.
Luciano.
No, I know.
What are you doing?
Okay, no. That was...
No.
What are you doing?
No.
I know what I'll be doing this week.
Doesn't matter how many times you repeat it, it doesn't work.
Din, that's what I'm doing.
Don't make me call Conor McGregor here.
I knew that was coming.
We're watching Dune 2. Come back next week. We'll talk about it. It's probably good based on how long it's been in theaters. You should watch it too.
Yeah.
Right?
You should watch it too, and then
you should watch it too if you want to listen to the episode. It's probably a good idea.
Goodbye.
You should watch it too, and then watch
fucking
come
hell,
watch
no.
Dune, and then
no.
watch our. I know what you're doing. You're watching Dune, and then listen to us.